like a pro, like a pro. Yeah, I'm trading like a pro, like a pro, like a pro. Taking profit like a pro,
like a pro. Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
But the only way you're gonna be quick, accurate, and confident is if you've been back testing, like I said in the beginning, before I went over step one. Before I got into tip number one, I said you need to be putting years into your education. You need to be demoing like crazy. You need to be back testing your craft, your strategy. You need to be perfecting the craft. If you're doing that, 30 minutes to an hour a day, all right, you need to study the videos in order. You need to come to class and you need to back test what you're learning. When you're watching a video, you need to have the video on one screen or one hand, and you need to have the charts open in the other. You need to see it together, not just writing notes down on a pencil, on a pad, drawing charts, drawing scenarios with a pencil on your notepad. That's not gonna cut it. You need to get your hands dirty in the actual market, and that's why I love what we do. We don't just be drawing like perfect scenarios with on PowerPoint, drawing what would happen and it looks so beautiful and easy. No, we actually teach from the actual charts, so you can see all the crazy drawdowns that happen in the wicks. You know, when you drawing different scenarios on PowerPoint showing people, you just draw it clean. That's what most people do. We actually teach from these charts. You know, come to class and study and back test in the actual markets. You know, and when you're watching these videos, you need to have the charts open, getting your hands dirty. That's why. So monitor and adjust, right? That's what we're talking about. Monitor the trade and adjust. Actually, I was thinking about putting a stop loss in up here and putting my take profit at the, pivot point. And I was just going to let it do what it do, right? But as you can see, it came just shy. I'm not convinced that this would have took profit at that pivot point. I would have had to put it up a little bit higher of the pivot point because I don't think it all the way touched. And the spread, both the bid and the ask price, the spread has to go past that or touch that pivot point or your take profit level. For you to get out the trade. So I probably would have missed it by a hair and got stopped out. So I monitored the trade. I say, nah, I'm just scalping, bro. Quit being weak. Stay up for your session. You just scalping. No big deal. Quit trying to be weak. So I toughed it out and stayed up. No big deal. Do it all the time. Now, if it stopped out, I was going to adjust. If I was here to see it, I would have saw how price would have like probably broke through, retested down here or something, made a lower high, lower high, and then closed back inside this zone right here. Then I would have looked at that, adjust, took the stop out, I would have cut my losses short, and I would have took it up here, the trade up here, and made my money back or possibly more. I would have just took it on up, right? So that's what I mean by monitor and adjust. Monitor and adjust. And because I waited, now what if I entered down here? The risk to reward wasn't as great anymore because now it's like, okay, stop loss is up here. Price pulled back, made me worried a little bit, but then I had to suffer all of the drawdown, which is not bad, honestly. And then got into profit. Some people can't even handle that. Some people would have got stopped out, got worried, and closed the trade just on this little drawdown right here, which is how many pips? If you got in down here on that impulse move, 6 pips. Some people would have closed that. Some people wouldn't, right? But I waited for the pullback. I was not interested in getting in this trade any other way. I waited for the pullback. Boom. Man, my drawdown was so little. I never saw anything more than $400 drawdown. $400, and I took a $200 lot size. You know me. I took a $200 lot size, and my drawdown, the money count was no more than $450. That was beautiful. Pulled back a little bit, couple of little wicks, and dropped. Gave me my money. Closed the trade, closed the laptop down, went to sleep. Probably watched a little YouTube video or something and went to sleep. You feel me? So that's what it is. So that's what I mean. Monitor and adjust. Monitor and adjust. But you have to be skillful enough to adjust. You have to be skillful enough to adjust. So you have to be back testing, forward testing, coming to class, learning how to not get faked out in the market, putting it all together. Just because GBP USD bounced off the golden zone yesterday does not mean it will today. Monitor and adjust. Monitor and adjust. Just because GBP USD broke above the 50 moving average on a 15-minute chart yesterday and shot up from there does not mean that it's going to do it today. Monitor and adjust. Monitor and adjust. We have to stay students in this market. We have to. We have to. Because this market can change on us, and we have to. The quicker we can adjust to that change, the better or more profitable we'll be. The mindset of a profitable trader is what we're talking about. All right. Then when you're swing trading, monitor and adjust. Should you add to your position or close it? Scale in. Do you think it's time to scale in? Do you think it's safe? Looking at the higher time frame, should you scale in after this pullback? Add another position to it if you're a swing trader, or should you just close the trade out and be like, yo, this is probably done? You're never going to know 100%, but you should have odd enhancers that we talked about earlier. Wait for the best opportunity. You should have odd enhancers that help you indicate those things. You should have back tested it so much that you understand. You know the currency pair. You know that session. That you would have a vibe, like a feeling like, you know what? Nah, these signs here, I've seen this happen too many times. I'm done. I'm gonna close the trade out. Whatever your decision is, remember to choose the path of minimum risk and maximum gains. I can take you right back to the chart again and show you. I had minimum risk and more gain because I waited for the retest. That was not the time to catch a breakout. That was not the time to break, because it already had broke out. All I did was find a minor zone. What, I'm gonna wait for the breakout of that minor zone? No. That was an area in the market to wait for a pullback, not to catch a breakout. I knew that because of the education, the time that I put in. I knew that. I knew I had to monitor and adjust. I had to really adjust and then monitor it. Learn and earn, baby. Learn and earn. Thank you for tuning in to my podcast, Pip Talk, with none other than your boy Jay Wayne. For more Pip Talk and videos on how to become a successful trader, subscribe, like, and share this video. Until next time, let's make this money, baby. Peace.